The movie starts with a group of slaves washing laundry in a pond. A bunch of white boys pull up and tell them to get out so they can swim. The younger slaves don't move fast enough, so the white boys start shooting at them. The master shows up, tries to stop it, and gets his ass beat for stepping in. Back at the house, the white women are gossiping about nothing, per usual. The master gets tended to by one of the slaves, Easter. Later, he talks with Miss Perkins, and when Easter walks by, Perkins smacks her for no reason. Master tells her off and says they don't treat their slaves like that. She calls him an N-word lover and storms off, real cute. That night, Jamie, the master's son, gets pressured by his parents to marry a respectable white girl. Next day, he tells Easter she can go to a wedding, and she's hyped. The wedding ends up being for two black folks, possibly slaves. While they're dancing, Easter accidentally dances with a white man. Jamie escorts her out. He goes back in and ends up dancing with Miss Perkins anyway. James, Jamie's dad, is sick. Doctor says no stress or exertion. He offers one of the older slaves, Captain Jack, his freedom. Jack turns it down and calls him out for breaking the original promise to free him when he wanted to marry his wife Annie. Later, Easter is mad Jamie doesn't visit anymore. They argue, she threatens to steal his clothes, and her dad steps in. Then, James dies. Jamie is now the new master. Easter comforts him. A few months later, Jamie's mom pressures him to marry Miss Perkins. Jamie isn't in love, but shrugs and goes with it. That same night, Easter tells Jamie she's pregnant. Easter gives birth. It's a girl. Miss Perkins figures out it's Jamie's baby. She's not with it, but her mom tells her to suck it up and submit like a proper wife. Jamie's mom visits the baby, kisses her, and admits she knows whose child it is. Jamie writes the baby's name in the slate book, Queen. Flash forward, Jamie and Lizzie get married. Everyone is admiring the little girl, saying she looks white. Years pass. Easter's daddy secretly teaches Queen how to read. Other slave kids pick on her for being educated. Jamie comforts her but tells her to never tell anyone she can read. At dinner, they talk about abolition. Lizzie is pregnant. Jamie says Queen can move into the house to be a companion to the baby. Lizzie doesn't want it, neither does Easter, but they both fold. Lizzie tells Easter this was Jamie's decision, and from now on, Queen will be trained as a proper maid and to keep her N-word ways to herself. More time passes. Queen and her companion, Jane, are teenagers now. They go into town. Lizzie says don't talk to strangers. Some soldiers flirt. One kisses Queen. Jane goes off on him for kissing her slave, and he looks shocked because Queen looks white. Queen and Jane talk about who they want to marry. Jane says she wants a prince, then looks Queen dead in the face and calls her a raggedy-ass slave. Wow. Next day, Queen sees Jamie dressed for war and freaks out. She asks Easter if he's her daddy because the other slave's been saying so. Easter won't answer at first, but eventually confirms it's true. Jamie leaves, shows no affection to Easter or Queen. He's really good at hiding shit. War happens. Jamie gets wounded. Back at the house, Jane is sick. Easter and Lizzie get into a physical fight over how to care for her. Queen is out in the fields with everyone else. Everybody's sick or old. Lizzie even ends up in the fields. Jamie returns. Jane has died. Then Easter gets sick and dies too. Time jumps again. Queen is now older. She visits her mom's grave and says things aren't going well. Jamie tells Queen he's going back to war, says he's forming his own regiment. Next day, he's gone again. Now it's just Miss Sally, Lizzie, and her friend left. The Yankees show up. They say they won't hurt them, but they will be taking food and destroying their cotton for bridge repairs. Basically no violence, but total economic destruction. Jamie loses his arm. Captain Jack gets jumped and dies. Another freed slave tells Queen to leave, says she doesn't belong here. Queen insists they love her and that she belongs. Miss Sally tells her that's cute, but no, times are hard and she needs to be with her own people. She says Jamie isn't her daddy, says she's just another child of the plantation. Queen begs her to let her stay, screaming, crying, but nobody wants her. And that's where part 1 ends. Hey guys, I'm back again. I took a long summer off on recording videos, but I'm back with Queen by Alex Haley, and this is a 3-part series, so this is only part 1. First, I'd like to say that this mini series has so many all-stars in it. We've got Jasmine Guy, we've got young Raven Simone, and then we got Halle Berry. Like, so many beautiful women in this mini series. Now, I know that this is about slavery and love that can happen during slavery between a master and its slave, but the only thing that I saw in this series, especially part 1, I really felt sorry for all the women involved. Not only the black women that were enslaved, I feel sorry for all the women because they had no rights and they literally had to deal with everybody's BS. And I just think about how far we've come in society for women, where we don't have to put up with cheating, philandering husbands. We don't have to put up with that shit anymore, and we can leave, and we have the capabilities of leaving and taking care of our children and taking care of ourselves without being under the rule of a male counterpart, whether that's your father or that's, you know, some man that you're with. So that's one thing I noticed. But anyways, that's it for part 1. I'll see you guys next time for the part 2 of Alex Haley's Queen. Thank you. Bye.